For this week's Club Zone video, we are focusing on funding. So in the past, a lot of sailing clubs have benefited from Sport England's small grants programme for grants of between £300 to £10,000, focusing on new activities and equipment. As you may be aware, this fund closed in December and a new fund, the Queen's Platinum Jubilee Activity Fund, is taking its place. The criteria for this has changed a little from the Small Grants Fund, which may mean that it will have a broader appeal to clubs and centres in getting activity underway. So to outline the key points of this new fund, grants are available for between £300 to £10,000, like the old scheme, and this is for not-for-profit community organisations such as community amateur sports clubs or registered charities. The key aim here is to use sport and physical activity to bring communities together and to tackle inequality. So Sport England are particularly keen on projects that will see organisations working collaboratively across communities to have the biggest possible impact, and providing opportunities for people who are less physically active to get into sport. They're also focusing on areas, their priority is areas of highest deprivation, so you can check out whether your area is in one of these areas via the postcode checker on the Sport England website. They're looking for projects that will continue to run or will have a lasting legacy as a result of the funding, and projects that will add value to existing projects and provision, so existing services and provision. So this is where it's a little bit different to the Small Grants Programme, as it does include minor facility alterations. So for example, adapting facilities to make them more accessible. You can also apply for coaching, volunteer training, reaching new audiences and additional equipment to enable the expansion of activity or safer delivery of activity. It's not possible to apply for general running costs for existing activity that you're not going to change in any way, for construction or refurbishment projects where you haven't already obtained planning consent or permissions, or for the replacement of equipment. So when you're putting together your project, it's really important to meet the criteria, and to do this you want to be thinking about who the project's going to benefit, why the project is needed, and how you're going to deliver those benefits. Be specific in your plans and goals. The really good test here is to try explaining your project to somebody who knows nothing about sailing and water sports. This will help to eliminate technical jargon and to ensure that you explain it clearly and concisely. So after you've submitted your application, Sport England are aiming for decisions to be made as quickly as possible, usually around 3 weeks. So you can find out more about this grant on the Sport England website. So thank you very much for listening, and I hope you found this helpful.